food, free. Remember when I said when I was in Nigeria, I never knew, like, because I used to get into trouble so much as a kid. The punishments that they used to make me do made me become athletic.
What
so
punishments?
I used to do frog jump.
I allow it.
That one, this one's called.
I had kneel down and face the wall, but I don't think I had that one. Man.
This one's called angle 90.
You had that one.
Yeah, so
I wouldn't mind doing the friggin' this one. It'll give me bigger legs, man.
literally all the punishments.
Static squat. Come on.
Yeah, all the punishments I used to do were static holds.
Yeah.
So my core and my legs were strong from
That's my
young.
point.
Yeah,
isometrics, man.
a lot of isometrics, bro.
Yeah.
Because you know what it is, the teachers used to beat me and I never used to cry. So I remember like they would tell my mum that, right, this kid's stubborn, like we beat him and he's laughing. And it was a psychology thing with me where I clocked from a kid here, if someone's trying to show dominance and you laugh at them, it rattles them. So the teachers used to like, you know, like out here, the weather's hot like this, they'll send me outside and have my arms like that and I'm just there smiling.
These torture
and
tactics.
They used to say to my mum, like, he's stubborn, blah, blah, blah. So my mum said to some of the teachers, you know, if you talk to him and speak to him like a normal adult, he responds. So my teachers, after a while back in Nigeria, learned that if you're trying to show dominance, I'm gonna laugh. Because I was just hard-headed. But if you spoke to me normally, I would literally just do whatever you said.
I've got a little segue for that, which is perfect right now, because I'm about to have a baby. And I'm going to try a different parenting style. So what you just said there about if you just talk and explain, I've always thought to myself that the way, some of the, like the beatings.
My mum never used to beat me, and everyone else didn't get that.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, my mum never used to beat me.
But the maddest thing is, from what you're saying though, I saw a video of Mike's. I don't know how I saw this video. Was it today, yeah? And you talk about your son, innit? Yeah. And then Mike was saying basically that in regards to his son, he's like, I respect my son. So because I show him respect, he respects me. He's like, just because I'm his dad doesn't mean that he owes me.
So I said, just because I'm his father doesn't mean he has to respect me. I don't want it like that. I treat him with love and care and respect, and when I need to correct him, I speak to him. And I have to find a way to really get through to him, right? And that's respect, and he respects me in return. And that's with everybody in life, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's how I want it. Like one of my good friends, he's actually coming in June, Andrew. When I've seen him with his kids, it's the best thing I've ever seen, man. The way he talks to his son and his kids, the best conversation. I'm like, rah, like, and you can tell that they respect him. Yeah. So if there's something that that a kid might do that's bad, I've seen them like they'll ask to check, like just to know, like I don't want to do that because I don't want to let you down. Like, which is what you want. You don't want friggin' just fear.
Go on. No, sorry to cut you, but the thing is, remember, for example, with our kids, we're learning what we didn't like from our parents. But then when you look at our parents, you have to think about who taught them. Of course. So for example, in terms of my granddad, it was very much like iron fist because that's how they were taught. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, we look at it like, oh man, our parents are out of order, whatever. But generally speaking, they learned from who was above them. Whereas we've learned now what we don't like, what we do like. So for example, you're going to take some of the good things.
Oh, of course. I'm a well-rounded individual, so some stuff was great.
But then some of the stuff that's too harsh, you're going to be like, nah, man. Do you know what I'm saying?
There was definitely, basically, I feel like, because I moved to my dad's at about 12, 13. And I've always said this, living with my dad was like living with like a housemate. Like it wasn't, I didn't have the rules enforced. But obviously I learned, even though I left my mum's because we weren't getting on, I learned stuff there because when I got to my dad's, I was like, okay, if he's not enforcing certain rules, there's certain rules I want to adhere to regardless. So I remember one of the first nights that I was there, I found myself out late at night at about 11 p.m. There hadn't been a phone call. And I was like, I'm taking my ass home, man. I'm taking my ass home because I shouldn't be out on the streets, you know? And then I checked my behavior and checked every scenario and made the right moves. And obviously that had to be learned somewhere. It was my older brother too, because like my older brother, like you look to your older brother for his behavior as well. So I was always looking to him and he's doing the right thing, so I'm following him. So yeah, man.
But it's even key, because remember we said about turning left and turning right. In terms of life, there was certain decisions that you made and that's why you're here. So for example, even that phone call as in, where are you? Mum's gonna ring me soon. Let me get home. Whereas I had friends who didn't have that. They could be out, even in school days, there was no one telling them to be home. And I look at them guys now, they're not around no more because they literally were alone to themselves. And when you're a young guy and adolescence and you think you're the man, you make the worst decisions that you might not be able to come back from. And unfortunately, some people do, but a lot of people, like friends in jail for life.
I told you before.
It's mad.
I said to them like before, what kind of kept me away from everything was basketball.
Yeah, or sport or discipline.
So what would happen is the man them are doing robberies, like they're up to crime full time. They're phoning me, where are you? I'm halfway at the other end of the country. So I was always away.
What you were saying about the guys that don't have any direction, there's like
A very thin line, isn't it?
Yeah. So even like saying that there's no one to phone. Sometimes that phone call needs to be explained. So for example, I remember Sam got beats one time for sneaking out to a party. You didn't explain why is he getting the beats? Just because he went out to the party and didn't ask. No, it's I don't know where you are. I care about you. You know, I care about you. I love you, and I want to make sure that you're safe. If you go out to a party, I don't know where you are. It's like it's not safe out there. No explanation. So there has to be a discussion. There has to be things explained so that you know. Oh, this is why I don't sneak out, because if I sneak out, no one even knows where I am. You know, and etc. The beating's not like, because all I got from the beating, I watched it, and I just thought he ain't learning. All he's gonna think is, next time I don't get caught. That's not what you wanted him to learn. It's not about getting caught.
Bro.
There was a reason you didn't want him out, and it wasn't just because you didn't want him to have fun.
Remember,
you know, or go to a party.
But remember, in terms of our parents, again, remember, it's what we learn, it's what they learned from the generation above, and it's like they weren't mates.
I still put some responsibility.
You know what I'm saying?
I put some responsibility on our parents, though. I'm gonna tell you why. So I don't hit my children, and I won't. I don't see a scenario where I'd ever have to do that, right? I got slave whoopings, you know what I'm saying? Straight up. Because my mother's from the South, and down South, yo, it's crazy. It's like abuse, literally. So I'm thinking like, yo, okay, this is how I was raised, you know what I'm saying? Did it help? Yeah, I think so, but it also made me very violent. It taught me that you resolve conflict when you're mad. And every time she whooped me because she was pissed, she was hot, you know what I'm saying? So I love my children too much to hit them. I don't want to hurt you. It's painful. So it's like, they say love, you know, violence and things of that nature is not even an opinion, it's factually, it's a low level version of being a human. It's like an animal, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want to be like that with people I love, with anybody, right? I don't want to put that kind of ugliness out there on nobody now, but you got to love your children and guide them, like, you're right. So I have to think, you know what I'm saying? How do I communicate this to them, you know what I'm saying? And they keep me on my toes, like, straight up. If I didn't have children, I don't know where I'd be, honestly, because they've anchored me, you know? And I have to think a lot, because these are smart, you know what I'm saying? So, and they're cool, and I respect them, and I like them. So, I've never been in a situation to where I was angry enough to want to hit them. You know what I'm saying?